Tonight, we're taking a closer look at COVID-19. Are we seeing more cases despite the progress in reopening? And is this the second wave? KIRO 7's Matthew Smith is talking to an expert to see what she's watching right now.
There has been a lot of talk about a second wave lately. Part of that, UW's IHME is forecasting 4 months into the future. That means a cold, hard reminder of what's possible. Tens of thousands of COVID-19 deaths on the horizon, potentially. And with that news comes more questions from our viewers. Fact or fiction? We're now in the second wave. This is fiction. Dr. Fauci was quoted this week in the Wall Street Journal. We're still in the first wave, he says. But as we go beyond fact or fiction, it's important to look at what's happening now.
What we're seeing now, depending on where we're talking about in the country, some places have sort of leveled off when it comes to community transmission and new cases popping up each day. Some are on the decline, some places are still on the rise. So this is certainly still part of that first wave.
This week, a number of states had record high numbers of confirmed COVID-19 cases. In places like Florida, they've linked that higher number to the amount of tests being performed. But on the ground, we're also seeing increases in hospitalizations in places like Arizona and California. And while reopening means setbacks are realistic, they're possible, Dr. Mead tells me paying close attention to the details will matter as these situations unfold here.
When we were really locked down and staying away from everybody, those numbers were bound to keep going down. And that's really what we needed to keep our health systems able to care for patients and to keep the response possible to this pandemic. But I think there's certainly bound to be some increase as we see those start to relax. And what we really just have to pay attention to is making sure that that's a small increase, that it's tolerable, that it's within the expected, and being able to change tactics if we find that it's growing more than we imagined.
So there's much more to watch for in the weeks ahead, and we'll be doing that here at KIRO 7. But right now, the experts are focusing on what's happening with transmission and what's happening inside hospitals. Matthew Smith, KIRO 7 News.